just like how much Arc System Works was like, we really like Guilty Gear, so for this Persona game, we're just gonna remake Guilty Gear characters.
Yeah. I mean, that's what they did for that BlazBlue thing.
Oh, I feel really bad for fans of BlazBlue who were like in it for the dub, and they just shat on them. And then the guys at Arc System were like, hey, maybe make a petition, you know, we'll be listening. It's got 5,000 signatures now, but they have said nothing.
Let's see. Still don't have enough money just yet.
Mm-hmm. And I'm sure this is a, look, we need to get this out for profit reasons, but it still sucks because people have been looking forward to it, and the voice actors themselves sound really bummed that they don't get to be the character they've been for like 6 years. And since it is an anime, you just, obviously, you're gonna hear their voice. They're like, but I can't even hear it in Japanese anymore.
It's one of those things where sometimes the American dub is just so much more iconic.
Panty and Stocking.
Cowboy Bebop. Big O.
Yeah. I don't want to hear that in Japanese. I'd also argue Samurai Champloo.
Yeah. Obviously, it's one of those, sometimes it's weird, like, it's not that you can't hear it in Japanese, but because the setting is so blatantly Western,
mm-hmm.
that, you know, you want to hear the dub just to see, like, Tiger and Bunny.
Yeah, I heard it was pretty good.
From what I've heard, it actually really is.
I had at least one friend who watched the dub, and she was like, yeah, it was at least decent. She did say that Kotetsu's voice was a little off, but that would always be kind of hard, the gruff old man voice, if you don't get the right actor.
Yeah. Also, the thing is, his voice shouldn't necessarily be the gruff old man. It should be, the middle-aged dad trying to sound cool.
How do you do, fellow kids?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, not the trying to be, you know, one of today's youth, but trying to be what he always thought that today's youth would think would sound cool.
To be fair, he kind of is that way.
Well, no, that's exactly his character. Like, I you know, not a insignificant portion of his character is, I want to be somebody that my daughter thinks is cool.
And then he shows up and is like, oh god.
Yeah.
Well, didn't he show up to her school and start doing the robot or something? Oh man.
Something like that.
And that time him and Bunny get into a fight at the mall and he's riding a tiger. That show is really good, but there are so many wonderful moments, like the opera music of Doom that plays whenever Bunny thinks of Ouroboros killing his family. I think my favorite meme from that show is just a picture of a bunny yelling, and of course it has the glasses shopped on, and it is screaming Ouroboros. I never watched the movie. Is the movie any good?
Both of the movies are good.
Mm-hmm.
Both The Rising and the, which is a sort of retold origin story.
Mm.
It's not like exactly a condensed version of the show, but it's very similar.
Yeah.
And the next one is actual plot stuff, which takes place like midway through.
Midway? I thought
it's like not at the very end, but like because he still has his powers without flagging.
Oh, I see.
So it's like before the final arc, but like way into it.
Yeah. So I still have not watched them, just like I need to watch the second Little Witch Academia short.
Oh, okay. Well, after we're done here, before you head home, we can watch that.
Fair enough.
Remember, always punch flowers. APF.
helpful safety tips of this world, and it's in a terrible video format.
Yep. It is a grainy, outdated...
Whoa, hold up.
Oh. We could buy another candy. No, you. Yeah.
Okay. Alright.
Have you noticed?
Yeah, the current.
Yeah.
I was wondering. Does it tell you how much money you earn?
No, not when you kill, but you can go to the status screen, and I think we've got enough.
Cool.
So we can in fact kill both of these guys. Well, we can't kill that one from here because he's actually on a different Z plane.
But we did at least get flour.
Yeah. But no, it's funny. The enemies in this game, their aggro does not distinguish between the Z planes. But the actual game, like, combat does. So you can see an enemy going, oh, I'm gonna get you, I'm gonna get you! Even if it's a flying enemy, it never will. Because they can't actually exit their Z plane. Oop. They're gonna heal.
We might as well.
Let's make sure. Let's spend our money here, because it's really irritating to just go, oh, I can't buy everything.
Yeah.
So one each of these. And then this, and that should. Yep.
Awesome. Just enough.
Yep. And then we can start selling some stuff back once we equip. So, wait, derp. Kung Fu suit. So that would give me 10. That gives me 17.
Yeah.
So yes.
Cute and dangerous.
Oh, we already bought the. Oh, derp. Oh well, we can sell those back.
Yeah. No, not a bandana. While these overalls are comfortable and stylish.
How much does the Kung Fu suit give you?
I don't think...
You might... Nope, you
it's
can't.
just, yeah.
So anything that says Kung Fu is just the girl, I think.
Even the Kung Fu suit?
Yeah. That's what she starts with.
Dang, that's a lot of cash back, actually.
Yeah, you get 2/3 of most purchases rather than 1/2, so it's pretty nice. And there's very rarely any reason to keep any previous version.
Yeah.
There's one that I usually do just because I find it funny, the actual... and let's buy up some...
As many candies as we can stuff into our pockets.
Yeah. And you'll note that there are only 10 here. The guy we meet on the road charges, like, exorbitant prices for the convenience, basically.
Yeah. A service fee, if you will.
Fight the... Oh!
I like in Chrono Trigger when Chrono just pumps himself up. He's like, yes! I feel good about myself. Man, I gotta get back to playing that game. I restarted, because I realized I was playing Isla terribly because I wasn't stealing and charming everything in sight.
That is the point of Isla. That and getting her to level 99. And then just enjoying the fact that you have the best weapon in existence. And that weapon is Isla.
Angry Mom.
One of the weirdest things that Chrono Cross did was have one of the playable characters be a tiny cave girl. who at the very end of the game, yeah, spoilers for Chrono Cross if anyone gives a crap, turned out to be implied to be Isla's mom.
What?
Yeah.
Okay.
There were a lot of weird characters in Chrono Cross.
We got Time Scar out of it.
Yeah.
I feel like I should play Chrono Cross, but at the same time, I'm not sure. I don't feel compelled.
Yeah. Let's just ignore
If I...
these numbnuts as best we can.
Gee. Well, they're doing...
Yeah.
They're not doing 20 damage anymore,
Oh,
at
yeah.
least.
The difference equipment makes in one level.
Alright. Like, Blat and Mushroom Guy are nothing but...
Yeah, the hoods are jackassers. So I think they were originally called kobolds.
Come here. Even though they look nothing like kobolds, but...
They look like essentially the Japanese idea of kobolds, which are short and furry rather than lizardy. Which I think comes from a very awkward...
Oh, that's what was killing us.
Yeah.
Moogles?
Yeah.
Oh! That is... Oh, sorry.
Gotta be careful.
If I'm a Moogle, can I,
You cannot... You can move away.
Trying. I was gonna ask if I could, embrace capitalism.
Oh.
Oh... It heals.
Yep.
Could I get a sip of water?
Yeah, I'm gonna see if we can find our way to the other exit. Okay, I think what that did is going to allow us to actually use the other entrance here. So let's run the hell away.
What?
Balloon is basically stun.
Okay.
It's weird.
Yeah, alright.
Bravely, bravely ran away. There we go. Now we've got the plot flag that lets us go into Gaia's navel.
I was wondering. Gaia's navel, because traveling to Gaia's armpit would have been way too awkward.
I mean, standards and practices wouldn't let them have Gaia's ass correct.
We can only destroy Gaia, not kill Gaia.
No. We want to protect Gaia. She made us a planeteer.
We can take Gaia out.
Yes. Lootin' and pollutin' is not the way. Hear what Captain Planet has to say.
I can only think of Don Cheadle, Captain Planet.
That is in fact exactly what he had to say. Captain Planet!
I should rewatch it. It's been years since I watched it, but it came at that time of college when the internet was still sort of exciting. Therefore, it has remained in my memory.
What are you talking about? The internet was never no time exciting.
Oh, God, you're right.
Have you ever seen... Speaking of Strongbad, have you ever seen the Aquabat Super Show?
No, but I feel like I've heard of this.
Okay, so the Aquabats, who are basically a parody ska group, somehow convinced the universe to give them a television series.
Mm-hmm.
So they had it as a parody of like late 80s superhero sort of team adventure shows. And each week they run around, do a show, and fight a villain, and usually like forget that they're fighting a villain once or twice. And one of the shows, so Matt Chapman is a good friend of the Aquabats.
Mm-hmm.
He was the villain in one of them. He did not play Strongbad. He played all but Strongbad, though. He was a Mexican wrestler in a mask with this voice. You guys are so stupid.
Low rent Strongbad.
Yeah.
Which offhand reminds me that I should watch Lucha Underground. If only for offices that are located inside of the ring, where guys routinely fall into the office while fighting through the ring, and the boss is known to put up his feet and watch in delight. Everything from I hear about Lucha Underground is just, it's stupid, enjoy it.
So, when we get the axe, do you want to take it first?
Yeah, I'll
All right.
take it first.
I'm not sure how EXP is handled. I don't know if you get experience even if you're dead.
Regardless.
Yeah. I think it's that everybody does.
I'm not too far behind. I think we're the same level, so...
Yeah, hold on. If I've somehow managed to get more XP than you, though, we'll know. So, doo-doo-doo. Status... 659. Nope. Well, maybe.
It's not much of a difference.
Yeah, and that's the thing. I'm not sure how much of a difference we had to be before you died, so... I know it's not based on the number of kills you get. So...
I'm going to die a lot of times in this game. Mostly because the health is not in a place I'm used to. So I just kind of forget about it.
Well, just, remember Earthbound.
Yeah. But even then, it's still turn-based.
Yeah.
I need to think more Tails.
Yeah.
Oh, dang it. Oh, well.
That was my fault.
It's whatever.
I do that sometimes. I'm like, okay, we kill... Oh,
Dang
darn it!